Painter Servant and Spellskite. Worship does not beat his deck. When he goes off, he'll have Echoing Truths, and they play a white card that uses Patriarch Scorn. Like if you cast another spell or something this turn, you can destroy an enchantment for free. So Worship just actually doesn't do anything. You think this is what I want to do? Same thing with Spellskite. Just, is there any chance Worship just wins? No, they should always board in Laboratory Maniac. If our opponent has ever played his deck before, the Worship will just be like 4-mana discard a card when we play it. Patriarch Scorn. There you go. Alright, well, you know, turn 2 Sin Collector on the play. Some other stuff that does stuff. So you're saying there's a chance. So you're saying there's a chance. We're going to fetch Overgrown Tomb with this, just in case he kills the bird somehow. Then we can go Wall of Roots, Sin Collector on 3. Has Leyline of Sanctity in his opening hand. Good beats, sir. Good beats. Hopefully he kept a bad hand because he has Leyline in it. That's the chance. That's the out here. We've actually the only Sin Collector in the deck, and it's in the opening hand, and he has one of his 3 Leylines. Just like, come on, Ken. So it's gonna be that kind of day. Maybe we'll just play like 2 matches, and then I will quit playing Moto and we'll play Hex. Like, it seems like it's going like that kind of day. Wall of Roots is still bugged. Like, why are we even trying? He could think we're playing Abzan Company. That's true. If you looked at the username and is like informed at all, he knows what I'm doing. Alright, well, I guess we'll play this here Wall of Roots out. I mean, his Leyline's really good against this Sin Collector in my opening hand. We're gonna look for, and even like, we're just like not gonna use this for a while, because like, even if we find a Chord of Calling, like, we're definitely getting Eidolon of Rhetoric with it. I'm super amused that they put Wall of Roots in their PT Gauntlet and it's still broken on here. Like, that's like the icing on the Moto cake. Like the epitome of what makes Magic Online what it is that they put a card that they know is broken in an event that they're featuring where you can't even choose whether or not you get to play that card. I mean, what about Jund? Jund is just like, it's a reasonable stack of Magic cards. It's probably still reasonable now. I don't see why it wouldn't be. We're going to put 2 whole power on the table next turn, and then he just probably can't win anymore, because we have 2 power on the table. It's like good, fair Magic. 2-4. How does he beat this much toughness? We've already got 9 toughness in play. We're going to put 4 more toughness on the table. He can't even attack us. If Wall of Roots has 1 toughness, you can't use its ability and use it to convoke Chord. Get wrecked, nerd. Nice deck, idiot. Names Dead Ship Reef. Dies. God, this fucking game. This whole match. I'm glad this is being recorded. I cannot express in words how happy I am that this is recorded. Oh God, the decisions we made have led us here. The decisions we've made have led us here. Opponent, what's the card called? He cast Spoils of the Vault. That Spoils of the Vault. I wonder if the worship game plan with Spellskite, if like, what if we bring in like, I already have Forge Tender and Revoker in my deck. What if we like bring in Spellskite and worship and like cut like Lone Missionary and some of these other creatures that aren't super impressive, like cut Lone Missionary and Scavenging Ooze, or even just like these Lightning Helixes? Huh. I think I'm gonna try this. I'm gonna do. I think I'm going to do this. Because they always have summoner action, but they don't have a ton. So, like, what if we just, like, overload on the number of ways Lightning Storm can't beat us? Tezzerator went average. We ended up a little bit under 50%, which is actually reasonable for a deck that's, like, a brand new idea, I think. So, yeah, I'm going to try this. Yeah, I know he'll have Lab Maniac, but it's harder for him to go off with Lab Maniac because it requires... No, I guess that's not true. It requires blue mana, but he can just Pentad Prism. Yeah, this plan's dumb. I'm just going to stick to the plan. People keep asking me about the Angel Chord deck, and I just, like, my response has just been the same every time. So give me a reason why the Angel Chord deck is better than the Kiki deck. I'm not seeing it. We have hypothetically turn to Eidolon on the draw if we can draw a land. Not that we can draw lands, but, you know, I'd like to believe that I have a chance to draw a land in the first 2 turns of the game. In worst case, we have turned 3 Eidolon because we have not 1, but 2 Birds of Paradise, quite possibly the best Magic card ever printed. Nothing can possibly go wrong when you have your Birds of Paradise. Unless they bolt it. Then you could die. Lotus Bloom, Leyline. Oh, God, we hit the land? Everything's coming up, Millhouse. I guess I'll get Temple Garden so we can cast the Eidolon in case he kills the bird somehow. What's going on, hoes? Thanks for everyone hanging out here this afternoon. I said I wasn't going to play Modern. I lied. I made a liar out of him. I can't even Lightning Helix him. He has Leyline of Sanctity. What a blowout. See, he knew we were boarding in the Reach. He brought the Leylines, just like... Oh. I'm not a politician. I'm not gonna lie and then lie about lying. Come on now. We're all honest folks. Both the kids are napping right now. Usually they sleep from this time until about 4 or 5, I think. Our life total's irrelevant. Like, we can't gain life to a point where... If you can actually gain enough life, this deck can't actually kill you, but that's just game 1. He has Lab Maniacs post-board, so let's just play Eidolon so he can't cantrip very efficiently. Oh, you know what? I should have left a Spellskite in my deck. This was I've boarded incorrectly. Spellskite is definitely better than all of these Lightning Helixes because I want to protect this card. Oh, jeez, is he gonna pact me and then kill me on his upkeep? That's not possible, right? All right, sweet. Yeah, I should have left Spellskite in the deck. That's what should have happened. Like not particularly close. Should have left Spellskite in the deck. So we can die, and we can't die next turn actually because he casts this. I guess he could go off during his upkeep in response to Lotus Bloom. I mean, I'm sure he can kill through Eidolon. So what can he do here? He has to, yeah, he can kill through Eidolon because he has Phyrexian on life. So on his turn, he can Ad Nauseam during his untap step, during his upkeep in response to the Lotus Bloom trigger, and then on our turn, Lightning Storm me. Sure. So we have to draw a Chord or a Pride Major or a Rex Sage. Like those are the cards we have to draw here. And he can't do anything else because he already cast a spell for the turn. So we've got 6 outs in our deck to not die. Doesn't work your way because of EO2 discard. Pact Eidolon, suspend trigger on this deck. Yeah, so it requires him to have like pretty specific cards to get us. Ah, he got me. He has Skyland. Maybe he just doesn't have Ad Nauseam. You know, like there's a chance. He just have like super good beats, doesn't have Ad Nauseam. Do whatever you want, man. The world's your oyster. Sometimes you just gotta accept that your fair green creature deck is gonna get Ad Nauseamed. You know, shit happens. Correct. I would accept. Just doesn't see the line. You know. That being said, I feel like Ad Nauseam is one of the decks that just really hasn't been explored by someone that's willing to work with the archetype. I feel like there has to be a Bring to Light Ad Nauseam deck because like you have 8 parts of one half of the combo, and then you have with Bring to Light you have 8 parts of the other half. Don't bounce my Eidolon. Don't do it. Don't do it, you scumlord. Is Ad Nauseaming during my end step? Sure. So I wish that I had a Spellskite instead of a Lightning Helix right now. Are you awake, tiny boy? My youngest looks like he's awake, so might have to go get him in a second, unless he falls back asleep. So the good news is we have 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. We have 10 power on the table. Alright, so he's drawing his deck. Yeah, we should be dead because he's going to untap and play Lab Maniac and Cantrip. Yeah, so he's gonna untap, Slaughter Pact the Eidolon. So like if I had a Spellskite, we could win this game. So I boarded incorrectly. This should be a Spellskite. I guess it's possible that this is still just like the 3rd Helix, but like 2 of these 3 Helixes should be Spellskite. Wait, does he have a way to get rid of it here? Sleight of Hand, Serum Vision, Spoils of Vault, Ad Nauseam. Maybe he just like has it in his hand already?